This is my tribute to one of the biggest icons of motoring history, the Land Rover Defender. Let's take this icon for a spin. Ah! The unmistakable clatter of a 200 TDI engine. So to be honest, this is not the best 4x4 in the world, despite what people may think. However, this is my tribute. Here we are in 2015, and while they keep saying, oh, we are going to kill the Defender off, it hasn't yet happened. And it lives on, despite being so horrendously outdated in so many ways. It's not got very much power, it's still got beam axles, it's got a separate chassis, it's got a steering box. All the sort of stuff that was current before the Second World War. But it's still entirely joyous. Yes, it's loud, yes, this driving position is a bit cramped, I'm practically wearing the door. But it doesn't matter, because this is a simple, focused 4x4. The world of 4x4s has spawned some absolute monsters. And sadly, even Land Rover itself has discovered there's much more profit in flogging Range Rovers to millionaires than there is flogging simple Land Rovers to farmers. The farmers still love the simplicity. They like the fact they can take a hammer to it and fix most of the things. It's the very agricultural nature of the Land Rover which still impresses. And the road manners aren't terrible. I mean, it certainly doesn't feel like a modern car to drive, but thanks to the underpinnings, which on these later Land Rovers are pretty much pure original Range Rover, they handle very well. It's coil sprung at each corner, which means it has a lot more flexibility and comfort than earlier Land Rovers, while losing none of that agricultural necessity. To me, the best of the Land Rovers are like this one. They're the TDIs. They've got a bit more power, a bit more flexibility. They've got permanent four-wheel drive and massive travel coil suspension. They don't need traction control and complex electronics. This is a vehicle you have to drive. I think manufacturers would do well to remember that some of us still very much want to do that. We still want to drive. We want there to be a challenge. I absolutely love the Land Rover, and I'm saddened that it isn't realistic to build them anymore. They keep lingering on, but I suspect that's more to do with bad publicity if they kill it off than anything else. Keep saying, oh, we're going to build a new one, but how can you? The Defender is irreplaceable. The only way to replace it is to just keep making more of them. I wish they'd ship the factory over somewhere where the labour costs are lower, because they are pretty labour intensive to build. Just build them there instead. They're building Freelanders in India, for goodness sake. Why not send a Land Rover over there? I would say this to you. If you own a Land Rover, keep hold of it. Values are going to go through the roof at some point, especially for these more simple, earlier incarnations of the Defender. While I'm on that, can I just say that Defender only came into being as a name in about 1990. So if it was built in the 1950s, it's not a Defender. Even Land Rovers seem to fall foul of this. They call all Land Rovers Defenders. No. Come on, old girl. The TDI is a lovely engine. Lots of low down grunt. Okay, not lots. Enough low down grunt. And a very agricultural feel, but very much suits the Defender. an engine for revving. It's just all about the low down slogging power. But it's staggering what these will do off-road if the driver is good enough. You can't just program in the settings and let the vehicle take control. I mean, what modern Land Rovers will do off-road is very impressive. I prefer being more in control myself. I like having to manipulate the throttle to avoid wheel spin myself rather than have computers do it. Sometimes you don't want to be easing off, you just think, the wheel's spinning but I'm still going, so keep going. It's all about momentum conservation. I would say, don't get lured into putting a V8 engine in your Land Rover. Yes, they sound nice, but gosh, do they drink a lot of fuel. I had a 90 V8, it would do 15 miles to the gallon. And it's only got a small fuel tank. I was filling it up every 5 minutes. And it had no low down front. And it just didn't seem very well suited at all. You drove it into water, it conked out. No, a 200 TDI is very much the engine to have. So I will be enormously sad if they actually do kill off the Land Rover at last. But what you can't take away from it is that it is a true motoring icon, and deservedly so. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and you'll find out what I'm driving next time. Farewell.